Happy International Women's Day. Good evening and happy International Women's Day. Hello, Deborah. Thank you so much for joining on Instagram. Thank you so much. So, I want to talk about who the confident woman is. Who the confident woman is. Okay? Hi, everybody. Welcome to this section. It's quite impromptu, but I think I announced it in the morning and in the afternoon. Who is the confident woman? Who can we regard as the confident woman? Who is the confident woman? So, as a woman, I'm happy to be a woman. I'm happy to be feminine. I don't think I want to be a man. I don't think I want to be a man. I want to be absolutely feminine. And so, women are beautiful. I have this book that will be likely released ending of this year or next year. Yes. And that book is a book for the confident woman. And one of the things I said in that book is that a woman has a lot of features, a woman has a lot of characteristics, a woman has a lot of attributes that should actually make her to be confident. For example, a woman is beautiful. Most times women are more beautiful than men. A woman was beautifully crafted by God. A woman is strong. I know we are regarded most times as the weaker vessel, but a woman is strong. There's a kind of strength that a woman depicts that is different from men's own. So what we go into the labor room to do is not funny. You see some men crying when they go to that place with their wives because it's not an easy journey. And I've seen women be resilient. I've seen women bypass whatever that is trying to challenge them and still go out there and be the better version of themselves. I've seen women cry, stand up and keep going. So a woman is strong, a woman is beautiful, a woman is creative, a woman is soft. And funnily enough, sometimes we feel that we are too soft. That softness is actually your strength as a woman. The fact that you are strong is actually a strength to you, because even in that softness, you still have some kind of toughness. Do you understand? You still have some kind of toughness wrapped in that softness. And so a woman is amazing. That's why sometimes they say that they cannot understand women. Why will you understand women? Because women were created differently. Women were created in a way that you cannot understand. Even God that created us sometimes does not understand us, because a woman was created to be that way. We are creative. We are intelligent, we are beautiful. Just go and study yourself, and you will see that God spent time when it comes to creating a woman. The way He crafted a woman, both bodily and facially, the body makeup of a woman is different from that of the man. And that should make you know how God sees you as a woman. Sometimes people say that they are God's last born because God created them after the man. It could be so, because the way God purposes women too, and the way God wants to use women too, you will know that there's something special about women. So if you're a woman, I want you to celebrate yourself. I never want to be a man. I don't think I want to be masculine. You know those things they used to say, tomboy? I don't think I want. You will never see me being in any way masculine. I am strong, but you see, for me to say that I am masculine, it's not possible. Do you understand? So who is the confident woman? Who is the confident woman? Like I said, happy International Women's Day to all the women out there. Celebrate yourself. My name is Miss Omailechu. Of course, if you are joining my live section for the first time and you are coming across this video and you've never known me, or you just joined recently, just followed me recently, my name is Miss Omailechu. I'm a confidence and self-esteem coach, certified confidence coach actually. I'm the director of School of Confidence, popularly known as the Confidence Doctor. And so I want to tell you who the confident woman is, 10 features of the confident woman, 10 attributes of the confident woman. And when I'm saying these things, you to be checking yourself to know whether you are a confident woman. If you join, let me know where you are watching me from. Good evening, Daiwo Adeyemi. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Now, a confident woman is a spiritual woman. A confident woman is a spiritual woman. That is the first one. A confident woman is a spiritual woman. So, this is a woman that is not, there's nothing worldly about her. When the Bible says we are in the world, but we are not of the world, that is that kind of woman. Hello, Emmanuel. Thank you for joining. A confident woman is a spiritual woman. A woman that is not easily thrown off balance by the challenges of life. A woman that the devil fears. A woman that does not let anything trap her down. Yes, so she has had a terrible past, but nothing is going to stop her from being all that God wants her to be. That is a confident woman. A woman that is spiritual. There's nothing worldly about that kind of woman. Honestly, she prays every day. She studies her Bible. In fact, challenges are afraid of her. You know, where devil is afraid of somebody, that's a confident woman, a spiritual woman. And interestingly, in the Bible, we have a lot of them. Deborah, the prophetess, and the judge is there. Esther. Name them. Mary. A lot of them that God used in the Bible. Women are special. So a confident woman is a spiritual woman. One that the devil fears. Because her prayers send the devil far away. Her Bible study send the devil far away. Good evening, ma. Thank you for joining, ma Mogichuku. Okay, so a confident woman is a spiritual woman. That is the number one. Number two, a confident woman is a woman who is not threatened by the successes of other women. She's not threatened. She's not feeling that, this person's light is shining so bright. And if her light is shining bright, mine is going to get dim. That is not a confident woman. A confident woman is not threatened by the successes of other women. She doesn't compare herself with other women. She's not envious. Instead, she supports other women. She supports other women. I saw a post where somebody was saying, be the woman that fixes the crown of another woman when it is crooked. Be the one who fixes the crown of another woman when it is crooked. Not the person that laughs at the way her crown is crooked, or the person that laughs that her crown has left her head. Be the one who helps her to fix it. So a confident woman is a woman that is not threatened by the successes of another person. This person has this number of students. I have this one. We celebrate each other. We collaborate. We don't compete. We are not threatened. We are not intimidated. That is a confident woman. She's focused. This person is doing this. As beautiful as it is, I am minding my business. A confident woman is not threatened by the successes of other women. I celebrate you, you celebrate me. You are doing your own. We might be on the same journey, but we are not bringing the same spice. So I'm going to confidently do my own while you do yours. Thank you, my confident woman is a spiritual woman indeed. So when you do your own, I do my own. I bring my spice, you bring your spice. That makes the world a better place. We cannot have the same people. Imagine if everybody in this world was like you. Imagine if everybody is like me. The world will not be interesting. So the other woman's light does not dim mine. If you have two candles in this room, two candles, those two candles, they have the capacity of lighting up the room. Now, if one is on and the other one is off, chances are that the other one will start giving us light too, because they have the capacity to give light. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. Two candles can give light. If two candles are here and one is giving us light, the other one has the capacity of giving us that light. If you bring them together, the other one will start giving light. And so that is how I think women should start living their lives. If this person's light is shining and we come together, my light can also shine. Hers does not dim mine. Instead, it actually helps to propel mine. Let mine begin to show very well. Do you understand? So, hi everybody. Thank you for joining. So, a confident woman is a woman that is not threatened by the successes of other women. She's not threatened by the success of other women. She celebrates them. She's inspired. But she doesn't feel less of herself because she doesn't have what they have. She can be inspired. She can learn from them. But it doesn't stop her from being her true self. She's not envious. She's not comparing herself with other people. She supports them instead. If they're having a conference, you see her put up their flyer. If they're having anything, you see her say congratulations. She will not be there and be murmuring and be bitter. That is a confident woman. Hi, ma. Thank you for joining on Instagram. The other room pleasure. Thank you for joining, ma. Okay, so number 3, a woman who has a good level of self-awareness. A confident woman is a woman that has a good level of self-awareness. She has a good level of self-awareness. She knows herself. She's not confused. She's not wanting to be like somebody else. She knows herself. I don't have a voice that is tiny. It's okay. I'm going to accept it. Do you understand? I'm going to accept it. I'm not going to feel bad because I don't have your kind of voice. That you don't teach like me. I'm not going to feel bad that you don't teach like me. That you like earrings, I don't like earrings. I'm not going to feel bad that you like it, and I'm okay with the way I am. I'm going to accept who I am and not want to be like you. Okay? So she has a good level of self-awareness. She knows herself. She knows herself. She knows her strengths. She knows her weaknesses. She knows God's purpose for her life. She knows the things that makes her fulfilled. She's not willing. She's not wishing to be somebody else. She's so in love with who God has made her to be. And that thing that God has made her to be, she's working towards making sure that that thing gets better and better. Do you understand? A woman that has a good level of self-awareness. So if I'm saying these things, be checking yourself. Do you have a good level of self-awareness? Because some of you are, let me not say amiable, but you like to put your head into some people's business. I know this person very well. I know what they can do. How about you? Do you know what you can do part-time? Do you know how you would react in any situation? Do you know the things that turn you off? Do you know the things that, make you happy? Do you know what you want for yourself? A good level of self-awareness. Do you understand your journey? Do you know where you are going to as a woman? Because if you don't know where you're going to, that is why you will see somebody else doing something else, and you will want to be doing that thing, not without even checking if this is in line with your goals, your aspirations. She's not easily distracted. This is now where they are going to. She will now run and start going there, with forgetting that I was going this way and this is the way I'm supposed to be going to get to my destination. But all of a sudden I'm seeing that every other woman is going this way. I follow them and go that way without even checking to see if that is where I should be. If you don't have a good level of self-awareness, you'll just be confused. Anyway, everywhere is where. We'll be going wherever all of you are going to. Okay? I've written, is it 28 or 27 books now? But God knows that I will never pressure anybody to write 20-something books. Because I know that I didn't write 20-something books for the fun of it. Somebody reached out to me and said, I want to write 40 books before I turn 40 this year. And I'm like, okay, you can do it, but why do you want to do it? It's not just because you want to answer one kind of name and say, I wrote 40 books before I turned 40. And the goal of the book will not even be achieved because you will start seeing that you will now be writing pamphlets. Those pamphlets they used to share on the streets. That's what you will write because you wouldn't have the time to invest in that book. Do you just want to do book because you want to say, okay, I launched 40 books on my 40th birthday, just for the fun of it? Hi, Aderonke. Thank you, ma, for joining on Instagram. So, what exactly do you want for yourself? Where are you going? So, anybody that comes to say, I want to write 4 books this year, why? Because sometimes you feel that I wrote it for the fun of it. No, I didn't do it for the fun of it. I had a goal. So, you must know where you are going to. And if you even check I'm using this book of 18 as an example. If you check me, you will see that I did not wake up one morning in January 2022, 2022, to say that I want to write 4 books this year. No. I just was writing as the inspiration came, and I had a motive. I had a good motive. I wanted to help people achieve this goal, so I will turn it into a book. Or people have been asking me this question, so I'm going to answer it in a book. So I had a goal. So when I'm writing that book, sometimes I even release, I think I release at least like 4 a month. I release 3 a month, 4 a month, 5 a month, depending. So I never had it in the back of my mind. I say, okay, I'm going to write 4 books this year just for the fun of it. So that likewise, whatever you are doing as a woman, you must have a level of self-awareness. What do you want for yourself? Where are you going to? Before you say you want to do anything, check yourself. Is it your journey? Is this thing part of your journey? Does it even align with your goals? Does it align with your aspirations? Where you are seeing yourself, does it align with that place? Or you're just adding that thing because other people are adding it? We need to always ask ourselves questions, okay? Thank you for joining, everybody. Julie, Jesus, baby, thank you for joining. Hi, Mr. Joel, thank you for joining. Number 4. A confident woman has self-acceptance. A confident woman has self-acceptance. A confident woman has self-acceptance. Acceptance. This is a woman that does not want to be somebody else. After you've discovered yourself, the next thing that follows is self-acceptance. Accepting who you are and not wanting to be something else. This is who I am. This is how I talk. This is how I look. Accept it while you work towards being better. If you have a bad breath, you work on it. If you want to lose weight, you lose weight. Do you understand? But you have a level of self-acceptance. Good level of self-acceptance. While I was even saying this thing now, my app, one of the apps on my phone just gave me a notification and said, I love myself and my body. As if it knows I'm talking about this thing now. Can you imagine? So you would have to accept yourself. Like, it's practical. One of the exercises I tell my clients to do in School of Confidence is to hug themselves. And sometimes it looks funny. How can you tell me to hug myself? I tell them to hug themselves because I want you to accept yourself. If I give you something and you collect it and say thank you to me wholeheartedly, it means you've accepted that thing. That is how you should accept yourself. Some of you, there's still one thing you want to change. And that thing you want to change, it's not affecting you. It's just you that want to change it. Your nose is not fine. You want to change. You want it to be more pointed. Your mouth is too big. You want it to be smaller. And you don't have a hand in it. So you're dealing with insecurities that you don't even know anything about. You just came to the world and found out that your nose is like that and you want to change it. Self-acceptance. Ask yourself, have I accepted who I am? If there is something I'm still struggling to accept, then I have to work on it. If there is something I am still struggling to accept about myself, about my body, about my journey, then I have to work on it. If I cannot work on it, it means that I have no hand in it. So I'll just learn to accept whatever I know about myself. After I have discovered myself, the next thing is to accept whatever I have discovered about myself. I am not an extrovert. I accept it. Okay? I am Igbo. I accept it. I am not slim. I accept it. Nobody will make me to feel that I'm not good enough because I'm not slim. I'm not thin. Because people that are thin even want to have body. And that's how everybody wants to be another person or have what the next person has. You know the interesting thing? You are not me and you are interesting to me. That's the funny thing. The way I see you, you are not me, I'm not you, so you are interesting to me. I find you really interesting. Hi, Mr. Ebenezer, thank you for joining. So, you are not me, I am not you, so I find you interesting. And then you I find interesting wants to be like me. That is how the world is. Everybody wants to feel that they're not good enough, that the next person is better than them. Meanwhile, you cannot spend even 1 minute in the shoes of another person. You cannot spend a second. When somebody says, I want to be like you, I'm sorry. The thing that comes out of my mouth is, it will be remaining small. Let me say, God forbid. Because you don't even know my struggles. You don't know me and you want to be like me. Because of what you're seeing on social media, that's another thing. You don't know my struggles. You don't know what I'm going through. You want to be like me. Most times I'm almost forced to say, God forbid. Be yourself. Face your own. Because your own journey, God has given you grace to handle it. So if you want to be like me, you will struggle. Thank you, Ruth. A confident woman has self-acceptance. That is a confident woman. You must accept yourself. You must be okay with who you are. I am not like any other person. Accept it. And when you begin to accept it, you begin to release a kind of aura that makes people want to be around you. But when you're always finding something that is not okay about you, you're always complaining, my head is too big. And women struggle a lot with this because most times as women, we face some changes, bodily changes as time goes on. Even whether you're married or not, as you are growing, some people are even struggling with PCOS and they're getting fatter. And then somebody's out there saying, you are eating too much, you're not losing weight. And then the person starts feeling bad and starts struggling with self-acceptance. For something they might not even, they're strong. And people are so mean. You don't know what people are struggling with. Just open your mouth and say, you're getting fat. Somebody texted me that thing on WhatsApp and God knows that I blocked her till date. In fact, one day she said to me, I no longer see your status. I don't even reply. Because what is your business? I don't think we have that kind of relationship for you to tell me that kind of thing. And then if you really care, you will ask questions. And then who are you safe? Like, why would I be telling you anything?
People are struggling, you don't know. And so before you put your mouth to say anything, be careful. Because this is one of the reasons why people are suffering for this thing. They don't have self-acceptance because people have said things to them. I am me, not anyone else. I should make the best of me. Not anyone else. And you are interesting the way you are. And that is even what makes people to find you interesting. Because sometimes we see ourselves finish. We are over familiar with ourselves. And so when we see something that is different from ourselves, you are interesting to us. And then you that is interesting to me wants to be like me. You see how the devil wants to just distract us. And it's funny how Bible says that those that compare themselves with other people are not wise. Because he has given us different offices. And those offices make up the body of Christ. I'm using this as an example. Even on earth. Let me explain this thing to you. Imagine if the only fruit we had on earth was mango. Imagine if the only fruit we had on earth was mango. Who will lick mango? Even those of you that say people like mango, mango is your best fruit, you will hate mango by force. You know why? You are bored. And so, God gave us varieties. There's mango, there's orange, there's watermelon, there's banana, there are different fruits. And these are what and each of them has a job. Do you understand? Each of them has a duty. So you will now say you want to, mango wants to be orange. How now? Mango, you cannot be orange, because if you become orange, we will not have mango again. Like this is how it is. Out of all the billions of people on earth, you are the only person. You are the only person that is you. I don't know whether you're getting it or you don't understand this thing. One of the things I teach my clients in School of Confidence about self-worth is that they are rare. The only one out of billions of people on earth, the only woman out of billions of women on earth, have you seen somebody that is you? You come out one day now, you see somebody that is you. You, not looks like you, but you. If you ever see something like that, it's not to run away and go and hide and say which kind nonsense that one. It has never happened. And so I even want you to applaud the creativity of God. You can have somebody that looks like, but it's not. And then, if God has specially made you, to be that kind of woman that you should be, you now come out and say you want to be like the other person. You want to mimic her voice. You want to start walking like her. And you lose your identity, you lose your originality. Before you know it, you are many persons in one. A spiritual woman, a woman that is not threatened by the successes of other women, a woman that has a good level of self-awareness, a woman that has self-acceptance. Now, number 5, a confident woman has a strong body language. A confident woman has a strong body language. She doesn't need to make noise to announce her presence. A confident woman has a strong body language. If she walks into any place, she just announces her presence. Like her presence announces her presence. She doesn't need to announce her presence with her mouth. Sometimes you have to open your mouth to announce your presence. But sometimes your body language announces your presence even before you talk. This woman is a woman of poise. She's a woman, she uses gestures, she smiles, she has her shoulder up, she's focused, she's looking at you, she's not looking down, she's not looking elsewhere, she's looking directly at you, she's making eye contact. That is a confident woman, a woman that has a strong body language. Some of you as women, you might say, they will not know I'm timid. The one way they will know that you're timid is your body language. How you step into rooms, how you speak, what you say, how you reply, okay, how you navigate life issues. That's one way they will know how confident you are or not. So work on your body language. Are you a confident woman? Your presence announces itself by your body language. How do you know that somebody has low self-esteem? Most times they are not even open their mouth to talk, but you will know. How come you know? You know because there's a kind of aura somebody that has a low self-esteem depicts. Even before they open their mouth to talk, you will notice that this person is timid. And likewise you, if you show any form of timidity, it's easily noticed. People will notice. So your body language has to be strong. She has a strong presence. A confident woman has a strong presence. Apart from her accomplishments and every other thing, her body language screams confidence. The way she speaks, her voice is firm. Her voice is not faint. When you are speaking and then people are shouting, "Oh, we cannot hear you, speak up," that can throw you off balance. But when you speak to be heard, it shows that you're a confident person. So a confident woman has a strong body language, poise, gestures, smile, how you look, how you walk. You have to walk like you deserve to be there. I tell people that whenever you knock at a room or knock at a door and that door is opened for you, it means that you deserve to be there. It means that you deserve to be there. So what should you do? Enter. And when you enter, enter boldly. Enter like you deserve to be there. Don't enter like, probably, I shouldn't be here. I'm an intruder. You are not. If you were not supposed to be in that room, that door will not be opened for you. So when you enter there and you sit down, don't be intimidated by the next person. Some people, the mouth they don't have accomplishment. They have not done anything with it. They can just talk, and when they talk, it seems like they have done all the whole thing in this world. So don't be intimidated by the next woman. Don't be intimidated by the man that is near you. If you walk into a room and that room is opened for you, enter and take your place. Sit down boldly and speak. Because you are not an intruder. If you were not supposed to be in that room, they would have locked their door. But because you're supposed to be in that room, they opened the door for you. So enter. Some of you women, you behave like fraud. What's the problem? Did you steal? Did you take what does not belong to you? Is it not what belongs to you that you're asking for? So why are you behaving like a fraud? Why are you behaving like they did you something good by allowing you in? Why are you behaving like they have saved you? Act like you own whatever that you're giving access to. Okay? Hi, Ma'am Ayobide. Thank you for joining. Number 6, a woman who is resilient. A confident woman is a woman that is resilient. She has faced 1001 challenges, but she's not backing down. She's not giving up. She's still standing firm. Me, I honestly don't think, when the Bible says we are weaker vessels, I honestly don't think we are weak in any way. We might be weaker to the men, but I don't think we are weak. A woman is strong. I've seen women, let me not even say I've seen women. My own mother is a woman I respect so much. Women have gone through worst things on earth, but they have bypassed whatever challenges they have faced, and they are still standing strong. Some women have lost their husbands, and they have moved on, created businesses, improved their career, trained their children single-handedly, achieved degrees, did even much better than when they were married. Not like their husband was not doing anything, but without the man, they were still doing it. A woman is strong. Sometimes, I don't even want to go into that, but I just think a woman is strong. A woman has faced even the worst things and is still standing strong. Childbirth, let's even take that for example. She has given birth and her body has gone through so many changes and she's still standing strong. Some of them even carry their children and be going to school. Some of them are doing masters even with the children. Some of them they will come back late and still cook. And still come out. If I am married now, I will still come here and do live video for you people. Why I'm saying this is women have faced a lot and they have been able to bypass those challenges. So a confident woman is a resilient woman. No matter what she's going through, if she wants to cry, she will cry. Because yes, I know a woman is soft, a woman is emotional. She will cry, but she will still achieve that thing. She cannot take no for an answer. She's not easily, she doesn't easily let go of her goals and aspirations. She will get it till the end. I don't want to come and tell you the story of my mom, but I will just share a little with you. My mom went to school. Somebody trained her. Person was outside. Person was sending her money. I know when they are sending money, they will not even give you all the money complete. You have to struggle. Some days she will not eat in school. And she came out, did masters, and he was even selling cream and making ice cream when she was doing the masters. Even my dad too. Even with masters, it was the conductor. Let's not even talk about the men. Let's face the women. And then later, she did her PhD. And then today, she's a PhD holder. She has retired from civil service. But what I'm saying this is, I don't want to start giving you details. What I'm saying this is, she faced everything she faced. Struggles here and there. And still she was able to achieve her goals. She didn't say, because I have children now, I cannot go to school. I cannot improve myself. If she has said that, she might probably not get promoted at her place of work. She might not have retired fulfilled because she might have stopped at a level that was not good. A woman is resilient. A confident woman is resilient. Are you resilient? Or little things just throw you off balance? I'm not saying you should not feel bad. I'm not saying you should not cry. I'm not saying you should pretend like it is not hard. It might be hard, but are you resilient? I was talking to one of my clients recently, and she was telling me about how she wants to get discipline. And I said, see, listen, there's a part of you, whenever you want to achieve anything, there's a part that demands rigorous work. You must work hard. You must work like there's no helper anywhere, like there's no God, like there's no prayer. You must work like there's no prayer and pray like there's no work. There's nothing that you achieve in this world that you don't have to work hard for, unless it's a gift or favor. But you have to work hard. There's a place of hard work. So you must be a resilient woman. You must be a woman that is not backing down as a result of some challenges of life, as a result of lack of money, as a result of childbirth. I see people, they get married and they stop being the kind of woman they were before. They stop being strong. They stop showing up because they are still trying to juggle a lot of things and they're not even balanced. And I know there's a season for everything. But I want you to be a resilient woman. A woman that is not easily thrown off balance. A woman that is not easily thrown off balance. You know what you want. Regardless of the hurdles, you will get there. You know how to handle failure. Failure does not make you a failure. What makes you a failure is when you give up and say you don't want to try again. Because you have not corrected the failure. When you are on the journey to correct the failure, you are not a failure. It is when you refuse to correct the failure and you are okay with the status quo and say, okay, I failed, I'm going to pack up and go and rest. No. My mom at some point wanted to give up on her PhD journey. It was my dad that actually encouraged her to go back. So a woman, you have to be resilient. It will be hard, but you will keep pushing. You will know how to handle challenges gracefully, objections, and still be standing strong. And still not be panicking, and still be strong enough. So a confident woman is a woman that is resilient. Okay? Number 7, a woman who is not held back by her past, but she has used it to grow. She has used her past to grow. Women have gone through things in the past. Probably when you are young, when you were a child. This will happen, childhood trauma, either sexual abuse or they abused as a child. Probably they beat you a lot when you were young. You know, you were shut up most of the time. This one happened in school. The other one happened at home. This one happened at the shop. See, this is a woman that is not held back by her past. She has used her past to grow. She has learned from her past. So, are you living from your past or are you learning from your past? Is your past defining your future? Is your past defining your present? Every time they touch you, I was raped when I was young. Every time they talk about it, you will keep talking about when you were, what happened in the past. You never want to move on. Any small thing you talk about the domestic violence, your life is now defined by what has happened when you were young. You cannot continue to live there. God knows it has happened that. Sorry, excuse. When he knows that it has happened, he's going to make a way for you in that journey. You know, when God has written your life, when God has written how your life will go, and there is a kind of, like you have altered it in a way, or something has been altered in that thing, God is not going to say, okay, since you have altered what I've written, I'm going to leave you and go. What God is going to do is to rewrite that story and rechannel it to take you back to where he wants you to go. So when you now feel that my past, this one happened, and you have let that thing define you, you are not defining yourself as that lady who was abused. You're not defining yourself as that lady who went through childhood trauma. You're not defining yourself as a shy person. You're not defining yourself as a timid woman. That is not who God wants you to be. God wants you to be busy. God wants you to move on. God wants you to let go of your past. God wants you to learn from your past, get better, use it to even do better things in your future and in your present. I mean, also people that were raped and they are coming out to now hold campaigns to educate girls. They are doing this and that. They have used their weaknesses to make strengths. They have turned it to strength. They have used it to bring out things. So what the enemy meant for evil, God turned it around for good. If you have made a mistake, that is how merciful God is. If you have made a mistake, God will clean it. Clean it very well. Do a clean job. You will not know that thing is there. And he will rechannel your life to another direction. I said it before. If God has said this is where you're going to, if God has said you're going to Lagos, for example, God has said you're going to Lagos, that is where your destiny is. And then there is an alteration. You've not been able to follow that plan. Probably something happened in the journey and you've made a mistake, a costly mistake that seems that it has redirected your destiny. God is going to rechannel you cannot. God is merciful. He's going to rechannel it and still make you to go to that Lagos. Not like Lagos like a place, but arrival of where he wants you to be. That place he wants you to be, he will still get you there. He will rechannel your life. He will get you, he will repurpose your life. Okay? So never you feel that you're held back by your past. The mistakes you made when you didn't know better, the things that happened, people that you met, this and that, use it for your growth. Learn from your past. Don't live from your past. Don't let your past define you. Don't say, oh, I'm a single mother. Don't say I was that kid that was abused. Don't say I was this and that. I was involved in domestic violence. All those things. Don't let it define you. Use that thing as a strength. Learn from it and help other people if you can. Okay? So do not define yourself with your past. Learn it and use it to grow. Number 8. A confident woman is a woman who is assertive, not aggressive. A woman who is assertive, not aggressive. That is a confident woman. A woman who knows how to express what is on her mind. Women struggle a lot with speaking up. I served in Kogi State and I found out that these people had, Yoruba people and people alike, they teach their women most times not to speak up. And when you speak up, you appear that you are rude. You can't talk to an elderly person. You can't look them in the face to talk to them. You must bend down. You cannot, you must kneel down to apologize. Those are cultures and they are beautiful. But somehow, this thing has made women to be timid, to feel insecure, to feel like second-class citizens, to feel that they are not worth anything. You have to be able to confidently express yourself. You have to be assertive. What is assertiveness? Being able to confidently express yourself politely yet firmly, saying what is on your mind, expressing yourself, okay? And not being aggressive, not being forceful, not being rude, not fighting. Do you understand? Not using force, but politely yet firmly getting what you want. Expressing yourself. A woman that is assertive, not aggressive. You are assertive, being able to confidently express yourself, not being forceful, not fighting. A woman that is assertive, not aggressive. So you don't need to fight. You don't need to curse people. You don't need to be rude. You can confidently yet firmly affirm yourself. And I was saying in one of my YouTube videos, I was saying that your magic words are not just for politeness. It is also for you to assert yourself. It is also for boundaries. Your magic words, you can use it to say, please, I want to request something from you. That is politeness. But when you say, please excuse me, or please get out, it is not politeness. So it is you communicating a boundary. So your magic words, the please, the excuse me, the thank you, all those things, they are also used to communicate a boundary. So as a confident woman, you should be able to express yourself. And when they want to shut you up, try to still speak. Don't let anybody silence you as a woman.
A woman who is assertive. All the women that God used in the Bible, they were assertive women. They knew how to politely yet firmly communicate their feelings. And God is tired of seeing women that are feeling timid and feeling that they don't deserve the front seat. Okay? A woman walking towards fulfilling her dreams. A confident woman is a woman walking towards fulfilling her dreams, regardless of the patriarchal society that we are in. It looks like the world is favoring men. If you're not a man, you cannot be in that position. If you are not a man, you cannot have that position. You cannot be the president. You can only be the vice. It looks like a woman is for the second class. A woman is for the second seat. But this is a woman that knows what she wants and is willing to do everything good to get to that place. And beautifully, we have a lot of women that are models on that. We have Dora Akunyili, we have Chimamanda Adichie, we have a lot of them that are doing well as women. That are models that you can say, okay, this is one woman that is modeling this thing for me. I have to achieve my goals. I have to fulfill my dreams, regardless of however I feel, regardless of who is shutting me up, regardless of what they are saying. I'm going to fulfill my dreams. I'm going to fulfill my aspirations. I'm going to work towards fulfilling my dreams, regardless of what is happening in the society. I am not a second-class citizen. I am not held back by anything. So when you have a goal, is as good as done, you will now focus and make sure that you achieve that goal that you want to achieve. Now, the last one, a woman who understands herself. A woman who understands her self-worth and carries herself accordingly. A woman who knows that she's valuable. A woman who knows that she's valuable and she carries herself accordingly. When something is valuable, you protect that thing. Gold is not easily found, and so you are like gold. You are not easily found. I told you there is nobody else like you in this world. Out of all the billions of women in this world, you are the only person that is you. And so when something is rare, it communicates value. It communicates value. So you are valuable. You are valuable. A woman who understands her self-worth, understands that she's valuable and carries herself accordingly. So even after you understand that you're valuable, you carry yourself accordingly. The way you speak, the way you walk, the way you react, the way you do everything will show that you know and you understand your self-worth. You understand how valuable you are as a woman. Thank you for joining, everybody. So I've mentioned 10 features of a confident woman. If you look at them, you check yourself and know whether you are actually a confident woman. If you are not, you work on yourself. I have a book that will come out late this year or next year about the confident woman, and trust me, it's going to bless your life. I'm still working on the book and soon it will be out. So these are 10 characteristics of a confident woman, and I know that this is so valuable. You can share this video with somebody else. I would leave the replay here. And now that Facebook has said they'll be deleting video after 30 days, I'm going to save this video and upload to my YouTube channels, and then the replay will be here at least for like 30 days, so you can go back and watch it and then see what you're not doing well and then work on it. Okay, I trust this was valuable to you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being active, and yes, thank you Instagram. Thank you everybody. I'm sure you learned a lot. Happy International Women's Day. Don't let anything limit you. Go ahead and fulfill God's purpose for your life. Don't feel like you're second class. Don't let them define you. Don't let your past define you. Don't say, because I don't have this, I don't have money. Those things don't define you. You are God's choicest creation. God invested so much in you. God is not a waster of resources. So if he has spent time, do you know that it even takes a lot of time to create woman? A woman's body is so sophisticated. So if God will take time to create you, he cannot be wasting his time. He cannot say he did not just create you to throw you into the world and say, this is one of the women. No, you are one woman. You are one woman out of all the billions of women on earth. So God cannot say, this person is just among the women. No, you are one out of billions, including me. So God is mindful of every single woman, and his will, his purpose, his desire is that we become confident women. We go and study the confident women in the Bible and start learning from them. Start rising in our places as women, even in offices that we find ourselves. Like Deborah, that was a prophetess and a judge. You see what she did. You see that the confidence and the courage that she exhibited. As a confident woman, you have to rise and take your place. And don't wait for permission. Oh. Go ahead and give yourself permission. When you have a mission, you don't need permission. When you have a mission, you don't need permission. Go ahead and shine your light, because you are a city that is set on a hill and you cannot be hidden. You are to give light. And so whenever light comes into a dark place, it shines. So woman, go and shine. Go and shine. You are not held back by